Spot Guy. What we're going to talk about today is J-pump wet ends. If you measure across a J-pump, for one thing, you can see that this thing is beveled right here. If you measure across it, it measures about 3 inches, which is exactly the same thing that a standard wet end would measure, what we call a 2-inch fitting. The difference is, as you can see, this one is flat, that one is beveled right there. So if you look at that bevel right there, a standard pump union, which is like this right here, will not thread on there. That does not work. So there's a lot of people that will order this thinking that it's this. Very different thing. The pump union that matches that actually has a bevel inside of it right there. You can see it's got an O-ring, and it actually goes on there, and it will allow it to actually be, you can see you can actually move it around. So it will seal up, down, so it doesn't give it much movement, but that is a Jacuzzi brand, if you will, union. So it's very confusing because this measures just like it would go on this, but you can see it will not thread on. So you've got to, the telltale is this bevel right here, and you can see this little automatic bleeder on it, and it's got kind of a snout on it. It has a different profile than a standard wet end. So we're going to install this wet end. Stay tuned. We're going to put it on a motor, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. So friends, these J-pump wet ends are found on 48 frame motors. The way you can tell if yours is a 48 frame is one way you can measure across the back of it, and it's going to measure about 5.5 inches, if you will, in circumference as far as the width of the motor. If you measure across this, about 5.5. Another telltale is the through bolt is going to be a 1/4 inch, not 5/16. 1/4 inch is normally found on 48 frame, 5/16 would be found on a 56 frame. And you generally do not find these pumps on 56 frame motors. I don't think I've ever seen one, so I don't think they exist. So the first thing you can do is, of course, take the back of your motor off so you have access to your through bolts. And you can see that this motor has a shaft in it with a little flat screwdriver or a wrench fitting. So you would simply take this first, the volute, which is the back part, and stick it up here and thread one and get it started, and thread another one with your fingers and get it started. And then you can take like a 1/4 inch with a ratchet and just start threading them up. The thing you don't do is tighten one and then tighten another. You tighten them a little here, a little there. So you cross tighten it like you were working on a car, like you were tightening a head. You'll do this one, and then you'll do this one. A little bit here, a little bit there. That's how they go together. So hand tighten them, snug them. Now I'm going to put my back cover, well, now I'm going to put my impeller on. Next, you have an impeller, and you can see it's already got the seal on it, and the seal is already in here. And what this is, by the way, is a kit. The kit comes with the volute, it comes with the seal there, it comes with the seal here, it comes with the big O-ring that fits right here, and then it comes with the faceplate. And these are generally sold by the piece. We do offer them in a kit where it is all together. So the way you put your impeller in is you get a flat screwdriver or a wrench or whatever that you can hold right here. In this case, this is all brand new, so I'm going to be able to just do it with my fingers. And that's it. You just screw it in until it bottoms out, and I can feel that that's it. So I'm going to stick the back on here so I can stand my pump motor up. Now I'm going to stand the motor up, and you can see I've already, so let me reposition the camera. So now I'm going to install the faceplate, or I actually call it the snout, because you can see it kind of looks like a aardvark's nose. So you put it down on there, and you can put a little bit of Vaseline or something on here to just kind of slicken it up where it will go together. But the key to this is just putting a little bit of pressure on it at the time, kind of like putting together a head on a motor, like we were talking about. You tighten here, 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 just a little bit here and a little bit there. So just a little here, requires patience, friends. And you can see that I'm really not putting hardly any pressure on the screws. I'm just doing a little along, just a little here, a little there. So friends, that is a properly installed J-pump kit right there. You can see that it pulled all nice and tight together. The key to it is just going a little bit at the time here and there. I don't know much, but I do know hot tubs. I am the spa guy. Click the banner above my head, go to my website, and buy today.